cons of buying a tiny house? Well, first let's start off. What is a tiny house exactly? Typically, it's a dwelling unit that is between 200 and 1,200 square feet. They're also called ADUs, accessory dwelling units. They can be a standalone building on a plot of land or a unit behind your house. They can also be a converted garage or a space above your garage. Problems are inherent in every form of housing, but designers are now tasked with solving the new challenges that the tiny housing presents. Micro apartments and tiny homes, they're not new to the real estate world, but they are common enough to have a standard design approach that provides the optimal living conditions tiny homeowners desire. That's hard to say. Common tiny house problems include storage space. Even though less can be more, it's harder to find just how much stuff is too much. You need to be able to creatively maximize storage space so you have ample room to store your essentials without feeling cramped. The storage solution needs to be functional without interfering with other elements necessary to the home that you're living in. What about waste removal? With substantially and a low Sustainability. With sustainability and a low environmental impact as two critical goals of many micro lifestyles, tiny homes need to be constructed with the resources that safely remove waste while using a limited amount of resources. This may include bathroom waste designs like composting toilets or incinerating toilets. I'll let you do the research on that for yourself. And then what about extreme weather? Your tiny home needs to be able to withstand the worst case scenario weather in your area. In many areas, this includes more than just insulation against high and low temperatures. Some designers have developed tiny houses that can withstand hurricane force winds, or even extra protection against heavy rain, strong UV rays, or even flooding. And then there's security and safety that you want to check out. It's not just the outside or inside of your home you need to protect against intruders, it's the inside of the home that needs to have enough space to safely move around, cook, and generally live without increasing the risk of injury or property damage. Then what about meeting regulations? What do I mean by that? Depending on where the tiny house will be located, it may need to meet certain structural requirements set by city laws, HOA regulations, or your county ordinances. For example, a tiny home may be permitted on a residential property, but it may need to meet a specific size or include an exterior design feature to comply with your HOA rules. Tiny homes are unique by design, and their many benefits are not without their challenges. Perhaps the greatest challenges presented to an industrial designer are the unknowns of tomorrow. As new innovative products are produced and local laws are instituted, designers need to react to these changes appropriately so they can achieve design maximizing functionality and aesthetics, while also featuring the most efficient amenities that comply with your current city, county, or state tiny home regulations. But what about a growing family? If you are single right now and living the best life, you may want to keep in mind a tiny house does not grow with your family. Budget for upkeep. While initial building costs may be low for tiny houses, upkeep can be expensive. Create a budget maintenance and repairs, and keep in mind that tiny houses often require custom sizes and specialty expertise, which can be costly. And then we've got insurance. Check with your insurance policy holder to see what your annual insurance costs, if any, will require for any special policies. Tiny homes are enjoying a revolution spurred on by empty nesters wanting to downsize. As more individuals and cities support this micro-living movement, tiny homes are going to continue with their popularity despite all their pitfalls. But for more information on these tiny homes, watch this video next.